You're standing in the middle of what should be the most violent hour of your life. The wind that was ripping branches off trees a moment ago has completely stopped. The sky opens up. Some people even see stars overhead. Ships caught in typhoons have reported hundreds of exhausted birds landing on deck, trapped in the same pocket of calm as you. You'd be forgiven for thinking the storm is over. You'd also be completely wrong. This calm center is called the eye, and it typically shows up in stronger, well-organized tropical cyclones. Sustained winds around 119 kilometers an hour or higher often mark that shift. Once it forms, the eye itself is typically 30 to 65 kilometers across, roughly the distance you'd cover in half an hour on a highway.
Depending on the storm's size and speed, that calm can last anywhere from about 10 minutes to a couple of hours. Wind speeds inside can drop below 24 kilometers an hour, gentle enough to barely move a flag.
Now, step just a few kilometers in either direction, and you'd hit the eye wall, a ring of towering thunderclouds circling the eye like a wall. This is where the storm's strongest winds live, sometimes exceeding 250 kilometers an hour in the most powerful typhoons, powerful enough to overturn vehicles and turn loose debris into dangerous projectiles. That entire shift happens over a distance you could walk in under 20 minutes. So why does the center stay calm while everything around it rages? Air spirals in toward the storm's low-pressure center, and the closer it gets, the faster that rotation becomes. Almost all of that energy, the fiercest updrafts, the tallest storm clouds, ends up concentrated in the eye wall itself, not the center. Inside the eye, there's comparatively little air left rising at all. What's there mostly sinks instead. Earth's rotation also shapes the whole system from the start, deflecting large-scale moving air as the planet turns beneath it. In the northern hemisphere, this helps tropical cyclones rotate counterclockwise. In the southern hemisphere, clockwise. With nowhere left to go, that spinning air sinks instead. And sinking air warms up and dries out as it falls, the same way a bicycle pump gets hot in your hand when you compress it. That's why the eye isn't just calm, it's often clear and noticeably warmer than the storm raging just kilometers away. The eye also holds the lowest pressure in the entire storm. In the most intense typhoons, pressure at the center can drop by over 100 hectopascals, roughly equivalent in pressure magnitude to about 1 meter of water. The most extreme case ever recorded happened in 1979, when Typhoon Tip's central pressure fell to 870 hectopascals, still the lowest central pressure ever recorded in a tropical cyclone. In the strongest storms, the eye doesn't even stay the same shape. It can shrink, collapse, and get rebuilt as a new, wider eye within about a day, in a process meteorologists call an eye wall replacement cycle. Only a small fraction of that pressure drop happens in the last stretch between the eye wall and the very center, which is part of why the shift from chaos to calm can feel so abrupt. None of this makes the eye a safe place to stay. It's a pause, not an ending. Cross to the other side and you walk straight back into the eye wall's full force, coming from the opposite direction this time. The calm at the center of a typhoon was never a sign the storm had passed. It was proof of exactly how much force it takes to hold that stillness in place.